Today, we are going to learn about public transport using the Transit app. Your main form of travel will be public transportation, which includes buses, trains, and streetcars. First, we will show you how to download and set up the app. We will then show you how to use its features. Finally, we will demonstrate using the app to go on a trip. Let's begin with setup. First, we're going to open up the Play Store. Click the search bar at the top of the screen and search for the words Transit app, that is spelled Transit. This app will help us navigate the public transport system. Click on the app that looks like this. We're going to click install and wait. Once it installs, we're going to click open. The app looks something like this. When you reach this screen, press Got It. This will allow location permissions and a pop-up should appear. Use the top option. This is what the homepage of the app looks like. Press the green search bar in the middle of the screen. We're going to type the location we want to go. For this example, let's go to Walmart. Here we see 3 routes, one with a train and a bus. You can tell by the train icon and the numbers. This shows the different routes when you leave and when you arrive by for each route. If you want to arrive by a certain time, you can do so by clicking the top left icon that says Leave Now, and you can change that to Arrive By if you would like to arrive by a certain time. For example, let's say you need to be at work by 6 p.m. or maybe even 6:15 p.m. If you put that into this clock, it will show you routes that will get you to the address you put in by that time. So now we have 3 routes, one with a train and a bus again, and one with a little more walking but only 1 bus. To remove the Arrive By feature, you have to press X by the button in the top left corner. Now, we're going to click on a route that we want to take. Let's click this top route. We're going to hit the Go button, and then we can also hit the bell button to set up a time for it to notify us, so it will let us know when we need to leave the house. For instance, if we want a 5-minute notice, we can go to the 5 minutes like we just did. And now it'll let us know 5 minutes before we need to go, so we have time to get ready. We can scroll down to see the details of the route, which will include modes of transportation, arrival times, travel times, and more. In this example, we can see that we need to be at the track station, and then after that we have a 1-minute walk to a bus, and then after that a 5-minute walk to Walmart. The bus number is 209, and we will see that displayed on the front of the bus when it arrives. To leave Go, we press the X in the top right corner, and this will take us back to the home page of the app with the map and the search bar. Now let's demonstrate what it looks like to go on a trip. For this trip, we're going to start off by walking to the train station. This is what your app should look like after you hit Go. It's called Go Mode. You can see the blue marker on the map that represents our location, and the arrow next to the marker shows the direction we are facing. When you arrive at the train station, you're going to see a few things. First, if you look at your app, you will see a train icon that looks something like this. You can see it approaching you, hopefully going to the same stop you're going to. It'll also show you the direction the train is going, so that you can see what direction you will be going. At the train station, you'll see scanners set up along the walkway. Scan your bus pass at one of these scanners and wait for the train. When the train arrives, make sure to stand a few feet back for safety. The doors will open and you can safely board. Make sure you board the right train going the right direction, or you may end up further from your destination. Unlike the bus, the train will stop at every station along its route, so make sure you don't get off before your stop. We can see here that the app shows us that we should get off at the next stop. It also shows us our real-time location. Take this time to look for landmarks near you so you can tell where you are when you're not using the app. This will also help you learn the area better. Alright, we're approaching our stop. We can gather our things, maybe even stand near the door. Then once the train comes to a complete stop, we'll be able to get off. Just like when we got on, when we get off the train, we're going to scan our pass at the nearest scanner. Now we're off to our next destination. For this route, our next destination is a bus. we have to cross a street and then walk about a minute to the next bus stop. When you get to the bus stop, make sure you stand by the sign so the bus driver can see you. That'll tell him that he needs to stop. We can see the bus driver approaching with this icon. His bus number is 205. We can look for him, and the number 205 should be on the face of the bus. If he sees us, he'll stop. Once the bus comes to a complete stop, make sure to get on, and then just like the train, you'll have to scan your bus pass when you get on and get off. In this case, the bus pass is on the inside of the bus. Now we can comfortably take a seat and wait for it to take us to our next destination. The bus will not stop at every stop along its route. But once again, we can watch in the app to see where we are in real time. Take note of landmarks nearby so that you can know in the future when to get off. Now that we're approaching our stop, we need to tell the bus driver that we need to get off, and we can do so by pulling the yellow rope. If you don't see a yellow rope, there's often a red button that does the exact same thing. Once they come to a stop, we scan our card, and that's it. That's the whole trip. You may have a little walking after that, but Apple will alert you that you've reached your destination and that the trip is over. And that's how to navigate the public transport system using the Transit app.